Hi guys, welcome back to the world of mathematics and finance. Today we are going to discuss about something very interesting factors. We are all aware that we are facing a lot of difficulties, a lot of issues nowadays because of this COVID pandemic. I hope you guys will be safe in your own areas. I am also safe here. I am also not going anywhere. I am just staying in my home and I am doing something for you people. And I hope this video will be helpful for at least one person who is watching this video. So this is nothing but recently the central government of India has made one amendment in the TDS rates. So the government is proposed this amendment uh, because for uh, reducing the issues, reducing the difficulties. That means the intention or aim is to increase the liquidity in the market or increase the liquidity in the economy, or we can say that the government has reduced this TDS rate and they have imposed 20 lakh crore in Indian economy to boost the economy. So we will be discussing what impact it will make in the economy, what changes exactly made in the TDS rate. So according to the nature of services, so here we can see that the TDS is nothing but tax deducted at source. That means before making the payment to the vendor, according to the nature of service and the threshold limit, we are deducting some percentage of amount from the basic basic amount of the invoice, and that amount we are paying to the government, and we according to that we are filing the TDS return as well. Quarterly we are filing the TDS, and for current month TDS deduction we are making the payment the next month before 7th. That means the 7th is the due date for the previous month TDS payment. That also we are doing each month. So here we will be discussing what are the changes we need to discuss, and according to that we need to make changes in our daily business activities. So here we can see that our topic is changes in TDS rates. We are not wasting our time. We are quickly moving to our topic. These changes will be applicable from 14th May 2020. So see, we can directly move to the subject what changes we have made in the TDS rate. So we are going to the next slide. So here from this slide we can see that important points in the amendment. What are the important points in the amendment? Here the new rates shall not apply to salaried persons and payment to non-residents. That means we have excluded the salaried person and the non-residents. So we are discussing about the TDS rates of residents apart from the salaried persons. And the second point is new rates are applicable from 14th May 2020 that we have already discussed. So the current rates will be reduced by 25% from the previous rate. So from the previous slab rates, we are reducing 25%. That means 75% of the previous rates is applicable here onwards. That means from 14th onwards, 75% of the previous slab rate is applicable for each TDS deduction. So this is a reference point. Individual includes individual and HUF. So company and other includes company, firm, limited liability partnership, cooperative society, and local authority. So let us move to the exact point here. What are the changes in the TDS rates that we will be discussing here? So here it is a table. The heading is rates of TDS applicable for financial year 2021. That means assessment year 21-22. So the first column, it is showing nature of payment. Second column is basic cutoff. That means it is nothing but the threshold limit. That means the basic value of the invoice. If it is above the threshold limit, then we will be deducting the TDS according to the rate. And the third column, it is showing the new rates, and the fourth column, it is showing the old rate and the TDS rates if the PAN is not available, or incorrect PAN or invalid PAN. So here the first point is salaries that we have already discussed. There is no new changes in the salaried cases. That means whatever the previous rate is there, that we will be applying, and it is only applicable here onwards. So the 192A, it is nothing but premature withdrawal from employee provident fund. The threshold limit is 50,000. That means the basic amount is coming above 50,000, then we will be deducting the TDS at 7.5% from a individual person, and there is no TDS deduction from the company. That means it is not applicable here. And if he has no PAN card, then we will be deducting TDS at the rate of 20%. Okay, so the third one is here, third row, it is showing interest on securities. Section is 193. Interest on securities, here there is a very important point is here, there is no threshold limit. So whatever the amount is there, so for that basic amount we will be deducting TDS according to the slab rate. So here the previously it was 10%, now it has reduced by 25%. So new rate is 7.5%, and if he has no PAN card, then we have to deduct TDS at the rate of 20%. Now 194, that is nothing but dividend. The threshold limit is 2,500, and the previous rate was 10%. Now it is 25%. It is reduced. So 75% of the previous rate is 7.5%. If it has no PAN, then 20%. The next one is 194A, interest other than interest on securities. So that means it is apart from the securities interest. All other interest will be coming here, and the threshold limit is 40,000. That means we will be deducting TDS at the rate of 7.5%. If he has no PAN card, then 20%. Now 194A, bank's time deposit, that is, it is nothing but the fixed deposits, and for individual it is 40,000 is the threshold limit, and 50,000 for senior citizen only. And previously 10% was the TDS rate, now it is 7.5%, and if he has no PAN card, then 20% is the TDS rate. And 94A, bank recurring deposit, that bank recurring deposit is nothing but we are paying some amount each month, and that we will be getting aggregate amount in a it is just like a time deposits only, but we are free that fixed amount we are depositing each month, and we will be getting that aggregate amount with interest in the maturity period. So here also the TDS rate is 10% previously, now it is 7.5%, and if he has no PAN card then 20%. So 194A, deposit in cooperative bank, it is also same as the previous cases. That means for recurring deposits and time deposits, 40,000 is for individual and 50,000 for senior citizen. The TDS rate is also same, 7.5%. If he has no PAN card then 20%. 194B, winning from lotteries, this is very important. Here the threshold limit is very less, 10,000 only, and but the TDS rate is very high, 22.5%. Previously it was 30%. Now it is 194BB, winning from horse race. Here also the threshold limit is very less, 10,000 only, and individual 22.5%. Now previously it was 30%, and if he has no PAN card then 30% is the TDS rate. 194C, it is very important. We are frequently using this nature of service. Contractors, 30% for single payment, that is one time payment, then 30,000 is the threshold limit, and we need to deduct TDS at the rate of 0.75% for individual and 1.5% for company. Previously it was 2% for company and 1% for individual. And 194C for payment to contractors, for if the aggregate amount is 1 lakh, and if the one-time payment is less than 30 and aggregate amount 1 lakh, then the TDS rate is 0.75% for individual, 1.5% for company. Previously it was 2% for company and 1% for individual. And 194D, insurance commission, here 15,000 is the threshold limit. If it is individual then 3.75%, company also 3.75%, previously it was 5%, and if it has no PAN card then 20%. 194H, commission and brokerage, 15,000 is the threshold limit, 3.75 is the TDS rate now. Previously it was 5%, 20% if it has no PAN card. Now we are moving to 194I. It is very important. Rent for land, building, furniture and fittings. The threshold limit is 2,40,000. Previously the TDS rate was 10%, now it is 7.5%, and if he has no PAN card 20%. See, 194I for plant machinery equipment. Previously it was land, building, furniture, fittings. Now it is plant machinery equipment. 2,40,000 is the threshold limit, and the TDS rate previously it was 2%, now it is 1.5%. And 94IA, transfer of certain immovable property other than agricultural land. There is no TDS for agricultural land. Threshold limit is 50 lakh and 1% previously, 0.75% now. And 94J, very important, professional fees for technical service. Previously it was 2%, and now it is 1.5%. Threshold limit is 30,000. 194J, professional fees in all other cases. Apart from technical service. Technical service, we have seen that 2% is the TDS rate previously. Now it is 1.5%. But in all other cases, coming in professional service, the TDS rate is 10%. Previously, now it is 7.5%. If he has no PAN card, then 20%. So this is the changes that the government has made in the TDS rates. We will be move according to these rates, and we will be deducting the TDS from the vendor according to these rates. I hope you got a clear-cut idea of new changes in the TDS rates. Okay, see you in the next video. Please support us. Bye.